The philosophy of Anaximander. Anaximander from Miletus lived from roughly 610 to 546 BC and was likely a pupil of Thales. Besides being a philosopher, he was also interested in the practical aspects of science. He is said to set up a gnomon, or giant sundial, in Sparta, and he was also an early cartographer. He additionally believed, like Thales before him, that the world was flat. But he believed the Earth, which was 3 times as wide as it was thick, was floating on nothing. How come? Well, because in his philosophy you do have a relative up and down, but you do not have an absolute up or down. Now, Anaximander also had some strange theories about the origin and development of life. For example, he believed that humans came from animals and animals originally lived in the water. This sounds a little bit like evolution, but it was also quite different. Animals used to live in the water, but what he means by that is that animals used to live in some sort of bark that floated about in the water, and one day this bark washed up on the beach, cracked open and freed the animals that were inside. And humans used to literally live inside of animals and grow there until they were born as young adults from those animals. So, not exactly modern evolutionary theory. Another major contribution to philosophy came when he began to wrestle with the same question Thales wrestled with. What is the arche, or the stuff that everything is made of? Thales had said that it was water because it explained being, change, motion, and life. But Anaximander was not satisfied, because it did not explain opposites like wet and dry or heat and cold. Anaximander also noticed that when the opposites of heat and cold met, they disappeared into a moderate temperature, and wet and dry also cancelled each other out and formed something damp. He then theorized that if these opposites can cancel each other out, then they can also re-emerge. An infinite moderate temperature could create both heat and cold, and an infinite damp substance could produce infinite wetness and infinite dryness. He called this infinite substance the apeiron. This apeiron was divine in nature, though not a person or a god. Follow the links on the screen or in the description to learn more about the Pre-Socratics, and to watch the full video about